Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Matt with the DPI podcast. D23 update. We just got back about 24 hours ago, and I'm going to open up a pack of Lorcana cards live on stream. See what I got here in a bit. Minute show intro, and we'll be right back. Hi, I'm Matt. Welcome to Disney Planning Insights. Through creative content and live shows, we explain the hidden details of the Disney experience so that our clients can execute memorable adventures. Together with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel, we have helped hundreds of clients plan, book, and prepare for magical Disney vacations. Let our experience help you avoid common planning mistakes and maximize the enjoyment on your next Disney trip. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Matt with the DPI podcast. Big show tonight. We've got information from Destination D23. I've got Peter with Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel. He is over on the other screen. We are going to get him on here just in a bit. And like I said in the teaser, I've got a pack of Lorcana cards to open up tonight, straight from D23. So, lots going on. We got a lot of cool stuff from D23. So let me bring on Peter from Princesses and the Mouse Disney Travel. Mr. Salvadori, how you doing?
Besides a camera that's trying to have a mind of its own, pretty good.
That's kind of all over the place. There you go. You look pretty decent there.
I just can't get my, for whatever reason, my microphone's not recognizing. I'll keep working on that. You just keep talking.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, so Destination D23 was over the weekend. That is Disney's big intro promo, all kinds of fun news type thing for their most avid Disney fans. Peter and I had a chance to go down there, spend the weekend. We actually got down there on Wednesday of last week, stayed until yesterday, and really did a whole lot while we were down there. I mean, we did a lot of new things. We did a lot of fun things. We did things all over the place. Started off Wednesday night. We did the Fairways course at Fantasia Gardens. Peter, why don't you tell people how that went?
That course is nuts. I mean, they were like par fours, par fives. You had, undulating is the nicest way to say this. I mean, the holes, oh my good golly. And it's all on concrete because it's a mini golf course. I mean, it was nuts. Yeah, Matt, by one stroke, beat the, although the record of the day, I think they just make that up.
They might, but it was relative. It was later in the day, and I beat it.
Yeah, it's a good score.
So, no, it was a lot of fun. Definitely need to invest some time if you're going to do that course. It took us. Now, we were drinking. It was extremely hot, and we were taping. It took us about 2.5 hours, but I would still say it's going to take you around 2 hours to get through that course. It is legit. It
was nuts. The craziest mini golf course I've ever played in my life.
And then Thursday, we did day one of Food and Wine. So Food and Wine this year, we attacked, and we participated in 48 different items, I think, this year. Yeah, roughly. What was your favorite food item and your favorite drink item from this year's Food and Wine?
My favorite aspect of Food and Wine was when your wife said we got 40 something items and you were 39 of them. Now let's see. So first of all, I'm actually going to start with a letdown because this is important to mention in my mind.
Yes.
So over there at Brewing Lab, there's been a lot of hype about the buffalo chicken tenders. And when you walk up on the board, the display, I mean, it looks like real good pieces of chicken. Looks like a really like the buffalo looks like almost like a a hot barbecue type of look, and then it's teased with blue cheese crumbles and ranch dressing. And what I got was
Not that.
cheap processed chicken patty type meat drenched in Frank's with a splash of a drizzle of ranch across it, and a couple of blue cheese crumbles. It was a pretty high, it's been pretty hyped about.
Yeah, it has.
So I don't know if we just got down there and maybe they had a supply issue or something, but it was not what I thought it was going to be, and it was not very good. So on to the good. Best food item. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Best food. Wow, this is a toughie. Holy cow. I ate so many, you see. Best food item. I really enjoyed, so I'm going to go, I might cheat a little. I really enjoyed the chicken teriyaki bao bun over in Japan. And I also really enjoyed the shrimp. It was a Thai shrimp at Noodle Exchange. Both of them were fantastic dishes. There were plenty of other really, really great dishes that I enjoyed as well. Plenty of fantastic desserts. But in terms of food items, I think those two stand out to me the most. That Thai shrimp was just full of flavor, so delicious. And then that bao bun was portable. It was flavorful, all good stuff. And then number one drink, by far, hands down, gotta be the pear Hefeweizen. Gotta be the pear Hefeweizen. Great drinks, lots of really great. Disney does a fantastic job bringing in all sorts of different brews from around the nation, many local, but that prickly pear Hefeweizen by Schaffer Heifer, the same one that does the grapefruit over there in the German pavilion, was outstanding. Fantastic. What about you, Matt? What were your favorite things?
So I'll do the same thing that you did. I'm going to start with a letdown because Shan talked about this multiple times. The sangria flight in Spain.
Yeah, that was
She
bad.
was super excited about that. A lot of people had really hyped that up as well. None of them were good. They were just all three of them were mediocre to bad. When it came to,
but it's just basically icy wine.
Yeah, that's what Shannon said. It tasted like watered down wine. So that was the letdown on our side. When it came to food items, I really enjoyed the 3 cheese bread thing that I got in France. That was really, really good. It just had a unique texture to it. It was crunchy and crispy on the outside, and you had the kind of the burnt layer of cheese on the outside. And then when you got to the inside of that bread dish, it was gooey and cheesy, and it was really, really good. So that was my favorite of the food items, with the pickle fries coming in a very close second. I love me some pickle fries, and the ones there were really, really, really good. Drink for me, I could go with that prickly pear as well. I will go somewhere else, and I'm gonna go with let's go with the sangria flight up there at, what is that, Shimmering Sips. That was really good.
It was, oh my gosh, it wasn't
Mimosa
a
flight.
A mimosa flight, yes.
Mimosa flight at Shimmering Sips.
Yeah, in my mind, I was saying a different M word. I'm like, that's not it, you idiot.
No, moist is not the word, Peter.
Shimmering Sips was very, very,
very
good.
Yeah. So I'll go with that. All 3 of the mimosas there, very good. The berry one was my favorite. That happened to be your wife's least favorite. But that was my favorite. It was like a dark berry mimosa. It was really, really good. But all in all, like I said, lots of food and drink around, food and wine. We went all the way around the world, plus everything that was everywhere else.
What did I get from Flavors from Fire that I? Oh, the brisket.
Corned beef.
Or the corned beef. Yeah, I called it brisket that day too.
Yeah.
I got that last year, and it's back again this year. And it wasn't my favorite new thing, but that dish, you've got like homemade kettle chips, a delicious, like a sizable portion of corned beef, and then a fantastic creamy cheese sauce over the top of it. Oh my gosh, that thing, again, that wasn't my favorite new dish, but that dish, if you're down there, you pop over to Flavors from Fire near in the pathway between Test Track and Creations.
Yeah, and then Thursday night we stumbled into our first kind of surprise as we went over to Magic Kingdom, and we ended up with a Tron virtual queue after 6:30.
That was wild.
Yeah.
We were up and out during 7 a.m., so we neglected to get the Guardians virtual queue. I grabbed it right at 1 o'clock. It got called at, 4:30?
Yeah.
So we went there right away, knowing that we needed to get over to Magic Kingdom. We're on our way to Magic Kingdom, and I'm thinking about buying a Tron Lightning Lane. And Matt and I kind of both realized, wait a minute, the virtual queue button is still up, and it doesn't say virtual queue done for the day.
Yeah.
So the second we walk into Magic Kingdom, I pull that up, and sure enough, it lets me book a virtual queue for the four of us. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was a really, really cool surprise. Rode Guardians for the first time on this trip. Rode Tron for the first time on this trip. Both really, really cool rides in their own merit. But Guardians is just such a unique ride. God, it's such a unique ride. Far and away my favorite on property right now. It was absolutely fantastic. So moving to Friday we're at Hollywood Studios all day, except for a little jaunt over to Contemporary to start our. Why did I just lose me?
I don't know, but I lost you too.
To start our D23 excursion, and as part of that, we went and did our gift pickup. So Peter, why don't you talk a little bit about the gift bag that we got, and I've got it here.
You figure out your video
to show.
Oh,
it.
He figured out his video. Oh my God, Thanos snapped him. Oh
yeah, I've been abducted. No, here I am.
Gift pickup. So the
All
process,
right.
or just like what it was.
So basically, what it was, because the process pretty boring, but this is kind of how it starts out.
Yeah, so you go in and you pick. There were 5 different colors of lug backpacks that you can kind of see on Matt's screen there. Navy blue and light blue were unfortunately all gone by the time we got there because like the gift pickup and the registration and all that opened at I think 8 a.m. and we were rolling in at 1:30-ish, about there.
Yeah.
Tons, but then you open this thing up and there's just tons of stuff in there. There's this really cool print with 4 different Mickey animated cells. There's a couple of games. There's Topple 10 in there. There's that. Yeah, look at that. That's really neat. We got one of those. So that'll get framed and put up in here somewhere, and I'm sure it'll happen in Matt's as well. Let's see, what else is in that thing? So some coupons, some little things to like turn in at different vendors. You could get an exclusive Orange Bird pin, although it wasn't very exclusive. I think I've seen that one in shops. I think it was just overstock Orange Bird pins. Yeah. Future discounts for lug. Man, I'm missing a ton of stuff because that thing was
the Sensi Buddy clip.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, the
what
little
Peter was the
Marvel.
most excited about.
Oh yeah, there's a Lorcana deck. There are a Lorcana booster pack in each of them, which I was excited about, but I will also admit that I'm let down if since we're moving into Lorcana because last year every D23 convention person got promo exclusive D23 cards, and this year with the product being out, they just threw us a booster pack, which felt a little cheap to me, if I'm being honest. So I was really, really hoping for, again, similar in line with last year, some type of an exclusive card. You know, Gen Con got an exclusive Disney Lorcana card, but D23 didn't. That just seems like a bit of a slap, considering my ticket for D23 was about twice the price of my 4-day all access badge to Gen Con. So,
All right, for my booster pack, Lorcana booster pack, I got Tinkerbell.
yeah, it's really about the symbols in the bottom of the card. That's a little circle, right?
Little
Bottom
circle.
middle. Yep,
Bottom
that's
middle.
a common card. Okay, keep
Peter
going.
Pan.
That's another circle.
Mickey Mouse.
Which version? There's like 7 versions.
Detective Mickey Mouse.
Okay, that's another common.
And the Peter Pan was Never Landing. Got Peter Pan, Fearless Fighter.
Nice.
A
Can't even see these.
Smee, Loyal First Mate.
Good old Smee.
A Goons.
Yep. You're still on circles. Let me know when you see triangles or diamonds and stuff.
So here's what looks like a book that's Smash. Dragon's Fire.
That thing is a beast. Oh my gosh, that thing wipes out any one of your characters.
Sven. Then a Maui with a triangle.
Yeah. Maui, yeah. The demigod one?
A Belle with the diamond. And then
Nice.
my foil card is a Sudden Chill common.
There you go. That bell is I think I have a couple of those. That's your best card that you got. That one's a pretty good one. That's 1 tier away from kind of the highest one.
Okay.
So
nice.
yeah, that's the way those boosters work. You get 12 cards. 1 will be foil. 2 will be above rare. And then the rest of them will just be common.
Yeah, so we got that. We got to do our shopping. The shopping experience was broken up into 3 different locations. You had the the studio store, you had Glendale Marketplace, and then you had our Mickey's of Glendale, and then you had the Ink and Paint Marketplace, which was kind of the store that had all of the promo vendors and all that kind of stuff. So, as part of D23, we got exclusive shopping on Friday. We got to go through all the stores with low crowds, high inventory, that kind of stuff. Peter's showing off one of his shirts. I got the same shirt. They are pretty awesome. We also
Very
got
comfy.
some D23 merchandise. I got a Spirit jersey. He got his wife one of the Loungefly backpacks. We got all kinds of stuff. Pricing was relatively good. Lots of deals for D23 while we were there. So a lot of fun there. Then came the first day of D23, which was Saturday. And Peter was snapped by Thanos here.
Hold it. No, I'm grabbing that. I was looking for it. Oh, here it is.
The D23 exclusive backpack with the sketches.
Yeah, the Loungefly. Sorry.
So yeah, lots of cool stuff there. Went back to Hollywood Studios, caught Phantasmic, did Oga's. Oh, Shannon brought up her lug bag that I got her. So lug has exclusive dots print that was awesome. So
no, the big news in that marketplace store is that lug has a small crossbody, just this little, just slightly larger than an iPhone size bag coming out. Yeah, Matt has a picture of it. I can see him going for the thing. They have these character bags that are going to come out starting in 2024, and they are going to be, a couple of them will be available on Shop Disney, but most of them are going to be park exclusive because they had a bunch of them for the different nations in Epcot and other characters, and they look so awesome. There is an Orange Bird one coming to Flower and Garden. There's a Figment one coming to Festival of the Arts. They are going to be a huge item for Disney fans next year.
yeah, so you've got okay, I can see myself down there. Chip coming to the Canada Pavilion.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
Figment. He's going to be journeying to Epcot 2024. There's a Mickey Germany bag.
Oh, that is them. Okay. There are postcards of them.
Yeah, all the postcards have them. Yeah. Minnie in Italy. The Orange Bird. Ula Mel is going to be at Alani. And then Pooh at the UK Pavilion in Epcot.
Yeah, so I talked to a lug representative, and I was informed that Orange Bird and Figment will be the only two that make it to the Disney, to the online store.
Oh, okay.
So everything else, all of those ones that Matt was showing you with the different countries, are going to be exclusive to those places.
So yeah,
at least that's the plan right now. That's what I was told by a lug representative. We have no idea what will actually be true in January.
So yeah, so then first day of D23, we had the parks panel. I was pretty underwhelmed by the parks panel for the most part. What was your biggest letdown and your biggest excitement part of the parks panel? I can go ahead and go first on this. My biggest letdown that was that there was no new construction update. There was nothing that was like, hey, we're doing this and we're going to break ground on it at this time and we're looking at it to be open, whenever, even if it's like 2 years down the road. There was nothing that was like, hey, this is coming, let's go. It was all like updates and, hey, we did this, and we opened Guardians last year, and Tron, and look what's coming to Hong Kong, and Shanghai, and to Paris, but it was nothing like, here we go.
Yeah, they were really just like, well, keep going.
And then I think the biggest thing, I got excited about.
You better not take mine.
The biggest thing that I got excited about out of the parks panel was that Zootopia is not going into Animal Kingdom. At least as a land. They are pitching Zootopia as a show to replace the It's a Bug's Life, the Bug's Life show under the Tree of Life, but it's not going to be a full land that replaces Dino Land like it had been rumored for a while.
Okay, I'm going.
What are yours?
So my biggest letdown is kind of on the same line as you. Last year we got blue skied the Magic Kingdom edition back behind Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
And so having an entire year, if you were motivated, goal oriented, and worried about Universal's brand new park, what Unlimited or whatever, Universal Unlimited or whatever,
Epic Universe.
Epic Universe. I was like, I know it's on something. Anyway, boy, to not explain in a year, at least hash out concept art, because basically all we got from one of the head Imagineers and Damaro on stage together was, man, the early concept drawings have me psyched out.
Yeah, and it's gonna. Right now, it looks like it's gonna be bigger than Pandora.
Yeah, but that. Okay. I don't know. That was a big letdown. I mean, I get it, bigger than Pandora. They can completely wrap that lake back there, and they could reroute Haunted Mansion a little bit, or come out by Rapunzel's Tower by those bathrooms by rerouting some stuff, and they could get a path that goes back behind Haunted Mansion and goes back past Big Thunder Mountain, and they could create a huge, huge land. So there's definitely the space back there, 100%. But to not even have an idea of what it's going to be, that was a big letdown. Now, part of that is related to my excitement, because in the blue sky of Magic Kingdom last year, the concept art that was shared was teasing like the excuse me, Casa Madrigal and from Encanto, and that's clearly nixed with what was maybe the biggest, most developed thing that was shared to us. Now, as Matt said, I'll be excited when it fully gets closed and the shovels go in the ground. But I think they do need to finish Epcot before they put a shovel in the ground over in Animal Kingdom. So as Matt said, we had strongly thought that a Zootopia land similar to the one overseas would be going into Animal Kingdom. And we were told that Tough to Be a Bug is going to be reimagined into a Zootopia themed attraction, which is great. And then they went into what Dino Land will be converted into, again, hopefully. And that is another region of the world to celebrate animal diversity, which is so amazing. You have Asia, you have Africa, and hopefully soon in the next 3 to 5 years, you will have tropical Americas, as they called it. So it is that equatorial area and northern rainforest of South America, where you have the most abundant biodiversity on the planet in that region of the world. And that would just be remarkable, because it allows you to do so much. I mean, I can't wait to see all of the foliage and all of the decor that they use, all of the bright colors that they're going to be able to use, all the very unique architecture. On top of that, they teased that Casa Madrigal is in there. They also teased that the Dino Ride would be rethemed into an Indiana Jones, again, tropical America adventure, which makes sense. Like, many Indiana Jones things are around the Mayans and the Incas, and so very, very easy to theme that ride. The ride vehicles are literally the same vehicles that they use on the Indiana Jones attraction over in Disneyland. On top of that, Matt and I were speculating, the meet and greets that could go in there, what Restaurantosaurus would get converted into in terms of, Latin type food, Brazilian type food. This alleviates the pressure of not having Brazilian World Showcase because they could really, really showcase Brazilian cuisine in the quick service and sit-down restaurants. And just like the other two regions, put in a nature trail. Let us see jaguars and macaws and all of these other things from that region of the world. I mean, they have a lot of opportunity on their hands by turning it into another bioregion of the world.
And you have the opportunity to put in another high-end sit-down restaurant to go with Yak and Yeti and Tiffin's there. You have
they need it. They need it. I mean, we need more reservations in Animal Kingdom.
You know, you have the ability to put in, you know, even if you do the ride conversion to Indiana Jones, 1 to 2 more rides in that area. You know, it has the possibility of making Animal Kingdom a 3/4 day park now, and not just a half day and get the hell out park.
Yeah, especially if they do something smart with like Casa Madrigal. Don't make it a walkthrough, make it a ride. Yeah. Right. Maybe find some space and give us some type of a roller coaster or something in there. You know. And then, like you said, definitely ability to put in a small attraction or two. You know, give us another. For example, alien swirling saucers, right? I don't know. Theme that out to some type of a Latin America theme and give us something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, what are we looking at IP wise?
What?
I said, what are we looking at IP wise? You could go Coco with it. You could go Encanto with it. Right.
Well,
Indiana
you could
Jones.
Even Madrigals, and you could just do like a Diego's Animal Adventure and just make it like climb aboard some type of like different unique animal vehicles and do something.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? We just a couple weeks ago I showed the technology. It's an above ride track that gives the car 20 degrees of tilt access in any direction and a full 360 degree throw. There you go. And you make it a bird attraction. You've already got, you know, the bird show. You can tie it into the park. And now you've got a very unique ride system again that gives people somewhere to go in Animal Kingdom. That's where Primeval Whirl and Triceratops Spin and that kind of stuff never did it.
Well, neither did Dinosaur.
Yeah. But Dinosaur
was okay.
But it still commanded a line, which it's just because there was nothing else there.
And that's the point. Like, you need 3 or 4 more attractions that are going to pull us in, because there's just not enough attractions there, is the bottom line. Which is why the Kilimanjaro Safari becomes a ridiculous line. Expedition Everest becomes a ridiculous. Like, give us one more. It could even be a family-style coaster in the same. Like, make the Casa Madrigal one a family-style coaster, and let us go into Casita as part of the ride in the same vein as Seven Doors Mine Train mid-ride, and just I don't know. It'll be a big miss though if they just make like the Casa Madrigal an interactive walkthrough. Like, have it be some type of a themed ride. It could even be just a people moving ride where you just sit down and go through everybody's rooms. Yeah. Like, how visually stunning would that be?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's move on. I know you're kind of pressed for time, so rest of the day, Saturday, really wasn't a whole hell of a lot. Just a lot of panels, talking about history of the parks, history of the cruise lines, history of Epcot, that kind of stuff. Move on to Sunday. Sunday morning was probably the highlight of the whole weekend. Yes. Once Upon a Studio is a new short that's coming, and it was absolutely unbelievable.
I think they're gonna release it on the actual anniversary. So I believe that's October 16th. I think it's gonna be a short that comes to Disney Plus on the 100th anniversary, and the lead animation person came out and introduced the 2 directors, and then the 2 directors came out and they said, please enjoy. There were like 40 cast members sweeping every aisle to ensure that all recording devices were down. Um, but oh my goodness, without too many spoilers, I mean, it is just, it's awesome. It's funny. It's emotional. It pays tribute to everything that this company has done over its 100 years. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. Everybody, the directors came back out as this thing ended. The whole crowd stood. Every time the clapping would start to die down, a couple people would yell a little bit more, and the clapping would, I mean, we clapped for a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And just a single tear was just slowly rolling down my face as I'm just like sitting here clapping for these gentlemen that made arguably the most beautiful thing in cinematic history. What a massive undertaking to make it happen.
Well, and they said that everybody that they could bring back, they brought back. 40
Right.
of the original voices, as many animators as they could, they brought back. They had Richard Sherman play the piano in Walt's office at Disneyland on Friday afternoon, like he did for so many years while Walt was alive, as part of the music in the thing. I mean, it just...
Okay, stop it. That was the highlight of the whole conference. That was the highlight.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
Seeing
sad
that short.
It's sad to
Pretty
say
much
when
before.
we go to something like this, you think that the park news is going to be the highlight, and that was far and away, no questions asked, the highlight of the whole weekend.
Yeah. I feel bad for anybody that wasn't in that audience Sunday morning because you missed that. We got free Ahsoka ears.
Yeah.
And you had to be sitting there right then and there. But oh my gosh, that I don't even know. I cannot wait to sit down with my family and push play on, again, I think October 16th, based on what they were kind of alluding to. But obviously it's going to be released here in the next month or two as the official 100th anniversary. I got to believe it's going to get launched on that day.
And there's a behind the scenes that goes with it that
Yeah.
they taped while they did it.
It's wow.
It was absolutely wonderful, and I'm just like you. I can't wait to sit down with the family, because even though I know kind of some of the things that are going to be coming, it's not going to change the ending. It's not going to change my eyes welling up. I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean just the scene before they go outside. Just again to not spoil
yeah,
much of anything. I mean that so emotional.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then once they get outside, what are we doing?
So D23 next year, D23 Expo in Anaheim is going to be in early August. August 8th through 11th out in Anaheim, California. One thing that kind of gives a hint that they're going to make some big announcements next year is they're moving the large panels to the Honda Center where the Anaheim Ducks play. So they're taking it from a venue that can seat roughly 5,000 people to a venue that can seat 17,000 people. So to me, that means they've got some news that they're going to share next year. Kind of sucks because we know that now, but going to be exciting to see what comes next year. But yeah, it was still a cool experience. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. No, I'm definitely glad I did it. Saturday at noon left a bit to be desired, but outside of that, everything else was pretty good.
Yeah, so
The story there is we got held hostage.
yeah. And we'll dive into that a little bit later. I know you got to get going. So I'm gonna give you a week, but we're gonna do 2 top 3s next week, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do our top 3 things from D23 from the whole
This is
weekend.
cheating.
No, we didn't. We're gonna...
No, because we're already. You and I are both gonna be. Okay, I'm going first.
Top
And then
3
you'll
things
do it
from
as your number
D23
2.
next year. And then We are going to do the things that left a bitter taste in our mouth from D23. Top 3 of those next week as well.
Geez. Okay, those are good ones.
Yeah. So 2 top 3s next week since we don't have one this week. And
not so scary.
Yeah, we've got to do something on Not So Scary as well. So
yeah, we went to Not So Scary to close out the weekend. That was a lot of fun. Not much has changed.
No, it's very much the same Not So Scary that it was pre-pandemic.
Well, it's the same as last year.
Except they took away the live Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
But the pirate band was cool. I did enjoy that.
They were there last year. I remember seeing them a little bit last year.
So yeah. Yeah, we did Not So Scary as well. Shannon and I finished out our day at Topolino, our trip at Topolino's yesterday. You guys went to Epcot and enjoyed some more of Food and Wine yesterday. So yeah, all in all, really great trip. Had a lot of fun. Laughed our asses off.
Yeah, you and Shan Shan got a few more firsts than you, but you and Shan had a bunch of firsts that you kind of, I don't know, dropped the reins and just kind of said, hey, go on dining day. And then I just booked a bunch of ones that I knew from mine and Jesse's couple trips and things that we've done. And Shannon seemed to enjoy them. Let's see, Shannon had never been to Oga's. You both had never been to Trader Sam's.
Shannon had been to Oga's.
Oh, she had. Oh, yeah, sorry. I meant to say Skipper Canteen.
Yeah.
Chef Art Smith's. What else did we... There were others, weren't there? Or did we mostly go with our favorites for the rest of them?
Well, we did Citrico's, which we'd only had done once. You guys did it with the dine around the...
Yep. But anyway, yeah, good stuff. Good times.
Yeah, really good times. Well, I'll let you get out of here since I'm holding you 15 minutes past where you wanted to be anyway. And
yeah, that's okay. I have a client that I need to call that is going down there next week, and we need to do all the final planning. That's why
there you go. Do you feel like Saturday at noon right now? I'm just holding you hostage.
Yeah. Give me my lithograph and let me go.
All right, man. Well, have a good week. I'll talk to you later, and everybody else. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good week, everybody. Bye now. Peter with Princesses and the Mouse joined us. We talked about our trip to Walt Disney World and Destination D23. We're going to continue this conversation next week. On social media, you can find us in a whole lot of places. Over on Facebook at DPI Podcast, on Twitter at Disney Insights, YouTube, the Disney Planning Insights Podcast, Instagram, Princesses and the Mouse. Go find them, hit that like, subscribe, follow, share, all those fun buttons. It helps us out. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight, or anytime that you come and watch us on the show. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next Tuesday.